Hey everybody, I am so late. So let me explain myself. I went to a Christmas party, and then after that they had a little after thing. I'm tired, I've been up all day. But I still, regardless, was gonna come live. I know I'm late. Gotta work on that. But I'm here. So come on in, hit the like button, and let's talk about it. I'm gonna pull my stuff up. Hello, welcome. Whoever's in here, welcome. Let me know that you're here. And let me know where you are tuning in from at this time of the night, the day, whatever it is for you. It's nighttime for us over here, and we are ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll. This is a late night live, but it's Friday, right? It's Friday, the end of the week. Sleep in tomorrow. But we're going live tonight. Thank you for hitting the likes. Thank you for being here. Where you tuning in from? Let me know where you are and what you up to this Friday night. Hey Harlem, I am so freaking late. The Christmas party lasted forever, so I had to come home, get comfortable, so I could go live. So here we are. It's late. Hey. So we give people a chance to get in here. There is a lot to talk about. Like what? Only thing that I don't, Colleen K, is that right? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta wait a minute. I might have me some glasses right here. Come on in, everybody. We're gonna give y'all a chance. I know it's late, so hopefully, people will come in and talk to us. What? I don't have no glasses. I gotta go get some. Hope it ain't too late for people. We want to have this conversation. So come on in. I hope people. I know the other night when we came on here, it was like nobody at first, and then just people started flowing in. So we hope that's what the deal is, but if not. So we got. This pen don't work. Welcome everybody. Come on in. Let me share this out as well. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I'm so tired. Going through just on my phone through YouTube on my phone. I can't share from my phone, but I have a couple of videos. Thank you for the hearts. Hearts. Yes. And then hmm. Let me see if I can share. All right, you guys, come on in. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Hit the like as you come in, or as you go out. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. Either way, just hit something for us. It keeps us in the algorithm. It's a free way to support the channel. And they coming. They gonna come. We're gonna give y'all a few minutes. So while we're waiting, we're gonna give about 60 seconds, maybe 90 seconds. But we're gonna give y'all a chance to get in here so we can talk about this. We're gonna talk about Roger Bond's response. We're gonna talk about Biggie's estate responding. We're gonna talk about Misa and Justin. We're gonna talk about it all and see what you guys think about it. I do have a link that I can share, but only one at a time can come up. So we can do that as well. So y'all give me a few minutes. I'm going to run and get something to drink, turn this fan on because it's hot, and then I'm ready to jump in. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Come on in and hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here this late. Come on in. Come on in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I know it's late night, but you know, it doesn't hurt anything to go live this late, right? Unless you got to go to work in the morning. But come on in. I'll be right back, okay? And then we'll get started. Right back, and we'll get started. Let me see. I want to know, man, the documentary, they coming out the woodworks. They are coming out the woodwork, right? We're going to talk about it. I'll be right back. Duh, sorry. Yeah, so I was just saying that go ahead and hit the like button. We do need those likes, whether you like it, dislike it, whatever. It keeps us in the algorithm. It takes a half a second to hit the like. We appreciate you being here tonight. I still left my glasses in there, so I'm gonna run and get my glasses. Hold on, let me share. Okay, I'm ready to get started. Here we go. So let's talk about Roger Bond first. Roger Bond came out. We're going to listen to what he had to say, a little bit of what he had to say. So listen, we've talked about the documentary, and we're not the only one. Like, I think everybody in every state, on every corner, everywhere is talking about the documentary. The big question that they're talking about, or that they're asking, is like, where did you get the content? Like, where did 50 get this content? How did he get his hands on it? Is it legal? All those things. But other people are also saying other things about it, the ones that are directly maybe impacted by this documentary. So I want to pull up Roger Bonds first. Just a moment. We'll get that up. Yeah, we can do that. Um, all right. And since I'm on my phone, I'm going to do it this way. Thank you. Shout out to Harlem for always looking out. Whoops. Oh, let me go back. Yo, man, your outfit. Wherever we at, he wants to videotape that, right? So now they come to agreement. They come to whatever the pay is going to be. But then it be so many hours on that invoice that he don't want to pay. He gets in touch with the office. Can't hear. He gets in touch with the chief of staff. Y'all can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear? Did y'all hear any of it, or do I need to start over? Can you hear me? I'll start it over. But can you hear me now, right now? Okay. Okay, let's start over. Cause I'm getting it as your boss. Yo, man, your outfit he get, blah, blah, blah. Yo, Puff, take this stuff doing that. Let me explain something to y'all. All right? Whether it's NDAs, whether it's whatever. When these young boys come in, first of all, he only deal with young videographers because he want to rob them, and he know that they want the opportunity to follow Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. They want that opportunity. So they get them at a low price anyway. But when you stay out so many hours a day, Puff wants a videographer with him 24 hours a day on call. Whether we on the yacht, whether we on a ship, wherever we at, he wants to videotape that, right? So now, they come to agreement. They come to whatever the pay is going to be. But all right, let me pause it. Because I got to pause it so I don't get in trouble. I think I went over too long. So here's my first problem with Diddy and him complaining. He just said it. He wants a videographer to take every little single bit of his life. He said he don't care if they're on a yacht. He don't care if they're in a business meeting. He don't care if he's using the restroom. He don't care. He wants a videographer, and he gets these young videographers. He can pay them a little money, and that's what he wants to do. And I think that's his first mistake, is recording every single move that he makes. Now, I did hear that Diddy was, if in fact that he didn't have to go to jail and stay in jail, that he was planning on making his own documentary. But let's continue to hear. Let's continue to listen. The videotape that, right? So now they come to agreement. They come to whatever the pay is going to be. Well, but then it be so many hours on that invoice that he don't want to pay. He gets in touch with the office.
He gets in touch with the chief of staff. Yo, what is this I'm paying? What is this I'm paying? You know what you paying. You was outside all of these hours. It's 160 something hours in a week. You was outside 140. That's the invoice he put in. So now, being if you got a contract and he don't stand to that contract, guess what happens? He can do whatever he want to do with that footage.
Bam. So let me stop it real quick. So here's the problem. This is just exactly how I think 50 got a hold of this content. So he's saying that what Roger Bond is saying, that Diddy just want to get somebody young that don't really know but just wants to be in the presence of Diddy and say that he's been around him, pay him whatever, do him any kind of way and take advantage of him. He said, but the problem is when they submit for payment, he like play like he don't know what it is. Like, what is this I'm having to pay for? Well, if you want around the clock service, you got to pay for that around the clock service. Yeah, I can see Puff doing that for sure. Yeah, whatever is going to benefit him. So if I get somebody young off the street, want to be around me because I'm who I am, don't really know about the business, just know that they want to be following him all day long to say that they got the footage. Yeah, I'm gonna take this young person and I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then may not even pay them. But you wonder why. I think what here's the deal. What goes around comes around. It's a fact. What goes around comes around. Let's finish listening to it. It might have to skip back a bit, but
he don't want to pay.
Yeah.
He gets in touch with the office. He gets in touch with the chief of staff. Yo, what is this I'm paying? What is this I'm paying? You know what you paying. You was outside all of these hours. It's 160 something hours in a week. You was outside 140. That's the invoice he put in. So now, being if you got a
Pauline, I'm sorry if I can't see that name is little, but about the legal part. So basically, yeah, it cut off at that point. So we didn't hear nothing after that. It was just that much on there. But so listen, let's talk about the legal stuff. And I kind of talked about this earlier today. If you have So what we're hearing allegedly about how 50 got this video, this footage, just like Roger Bonds was saying, if you have a contract with somebody and you break that contract, then you can't, then you're liable, right? Because you didn't follow through on that contract. What they're thinking is that this contract, this footage, that whoever got the footage, that Diddy didn't make good on that footage, or this videographer got licensing to own that footage. But for me, I don't see Diddy allowing somebody to license that if it ain't him, if it don't benefit him, right? So that's kind of where they are. When we talk to authorities, like the lawyers, they're like, the only thing, like, he can't come back and say, I want to sue you because of client attorney privilege, where we get to hear him talking to his attorneys in a situation where he brought just any videographer in just to get footage. If it was some legal issue or it was something like that, then yes, but he just hired a videographer to follow him. So that's kind of out the window. But where the question is did this videographer get licensing? Did he not fulfill the contract like he's allegedly used to doing? So there are several things here. about the legalities. But when we talked earlier, I'll say the same thing, and I think Harlem's on the same page, is that I feel like 50 was not going to move forward with anything until all of his I's were dotted, all of his T's were crossed, all the legalities were combed through to make sure that there would be no reason legally that somebody could take him to court on this and win. So I think if I'm on the outside looking in at the way 50 handles business, the way he has been so successful to date, I don't think he's gonna fumble the ball like that. So I believe that how the reason that Diddy was trying to sue for this documentary is because he's saying that we got a hold of, right, so we got a hold of conversations with his client attorney privilege. But yet what happened is you brought a third party person in to video you every move you made, every conversation you had. And when you think about that, who wants to be recorded? Who wants to be recorded 24/7? Every single move you make, every conversation you have, it don't matter. You're recording it. And so now this kind of got him caught up because whoever the videographer is just went. I don't know if it's a contract, I don't know, but obviously this person owned the footage and was able to take it to the highest bidder. Who wouldn't go to 50? Who wouldn't go to 50? They have beef and have had for a long time. They're rivals, right? They knew that 50 was going to, or even thinking about putting out a documentary. And so the highest bidder got it. And that's exactly what Roger Bond is saying here. So as it stands, or as what it looks like on this, just allegedly, is that 50 did his homework. 50 did his homework, and he's not going to allow, he's not going to fumble the ball. That's what I think. That's it. To the highest bidder. And y'all know 50 wanted that footage. So I bet you he paid a nice little coin for that footage. But I bet you this, it's been number one on the ratings all week. Number one, the number one watched on Netflix all week, right? So he's gonna make his coins back. He invested well on this. He invested well on this one. So that's Roger Bond. So then, if you guys remember, also in the documentary where and this is the big talk of the streets, right? Diddy paid for this funeral and charged it back for Biggie's funeral, allegedly, and charged it back to Biggie's estate. But Biggie's estate has responded. And I think how I'm understanding it, I'm gonna read it, but how I'm understanding it is that it's not true. Hello, Montana. 50 was waiting to get him back to. Yes. So, yeah, right? 50 whoever had that footage, they came up. They came up. They came up. And then they knew, if y'all can just get my people in touch with 50 people, tell him what I got. Let's sit down and look at it. I'll show you it all. 50 was like, yeah. Yeah. And he came up like 50. He took a dub. So then now we're going to talk about Biggie's estate. They responded. So let me tell you what they're saying. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but I'm thinking they're saying what Kirk and them were saying about that funeral is not true. But let's see. What's the problem here? All right. Let me get back over here. All right, here's what it says, you guys. It says the the notorious B.I.G.'s estate addresses allegations from new Diddy docuseries. It says in Sean Combs' The Reckoning, Kirk Burrows alleges, yeah, I thought it was Kirk that said it. Kirk Burrows alleges that Diddy made Biggie's estate pay for the late rapper's funeral. It says in the new Netflix docuseries, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, Kirk Burrows alleges that Diddy agreed to pay for the notorious Big funeral, but later made his estate foot the bill. Sean said, we're going to do the biggest funeral. We're going to do the biggest funeral for Biggie that New York has ever seen, Burrows alleged. We start to put that together. He starts to see the price. He says, we're going to do the biggest funeral, but Biggie's going to have to pay for this funeral. He was going to make the funeral, Burrows said he was going to make the funeral be a recoupable charge to Biggie in his demise. Burrows continued. Sean doing a big show looks good on him, but he's not going to tell the world that Biggie was going to pay for it. So then, now, however, Biggie's estate manager, Wayne Barrow, so Kirk Burrows, but this is Wayne Barrow, B-A, not B-U, has addressed these allegations and insisted that they are absolutely false. He said this is not true, but he said it's absolutely false. Barrow recently spoke with Lauren LaRosa, who relayed his message on the Breakfast Club. She says he says that a lot of people have been blowing him up following the documentary, she explained. He wanted to speak out, and he made it clear that this is on behalf of Miss Voletta Wallace. He says there are a few allegations he wanted to address from the doc. So, number one, there's this allegation from the documentary that Diddy used Biggie's record label deal or his own money to pay for Biggie's funeral. So Wayne tells me, talking about La Rosa, that is completely not true. That he himself officiated the funeral and planned it along with Kirk Burrows. He also talked to me about the contract conversation, La Rosa continued. So there is a claim that in the docuseries, and this is a claim that that has been circulating for some time, that right before Biggie's passing, there was an issue with contract negotiations between Diddy and Biggie Smalls. He said that is completely not true as well. He says that life after death was already done, so there were no contract negotiations happening. So there you have his response. For some reason, I believe. You believe who? You believe Biggie's estate? Okay. You believe Biggie's estate, or you believe Kirk Burrows? See, and with all this is the problem that's happening. Like, we don't know. I don't know who to believe. I really just don't know, like, who to believe at this point. Kirk Burrows sounded very believable. Very believable. But now, I mean, what y'all think? You believe Kirk Burrows. So, but then this is what I want to also just kind of put out there. If what Kirk Burrows is saying is true, right? Why would the state need to come out and debunk that? What do they gain from that? If what Kirk is saying is true. What do y'all think? I do have a link if anybody want to come up and talk to me about it. I can shoot you the link. If not, that's fine. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for something too. What do y'all think? Is Kirk lying? Or is the estate, Biggie's estate, just not wanting? I mean, I don't know. Just don't know. Kirk hasn't hasn't lied in all these years. Yeah. Kirk has okay, so can y'all hear me? Are y'all still with me? People just bother me when I'm live. So I think what I'm hearing is that we are gonna lean towards the side of what Kirk is saying is true. I think that um I don't Kirk don't have any reason to lie at this point. He doesn't have, like, what does he have to lose with Puff? Puff took him already for his percent in the company. He groomed him. He allegedly violated him. Why lie about this? Why lie about that? But why would the state debunk it? Is my thing. The state doesn't want to be involved. So with that, what I and right. So if you don't want to have nothing to do with it or be involved, like, why even respond to it? Why even just come out and say nothing? If you don't want to be involved, just don't say nothing. Let it play out like it's gonna play out. But at this point, like Kirk, like you said, Harlem, he hasn't lied all this time. He's been solid all this time. This man walked in his office. Diddy walked in his office and was like, "Man, I'm gonna need to take that 25%, but I'm gonna pay you back. Like, I'm gonna give it back to you. Give you my cut in the and I helped build this up, and then you fire me." Or yeah, he fired him. Yeah, and he walks away with nothing, homeless at times. So why would he lie about that? I don't think he would want to be on Sean Combs' side now. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So they have spoken. And I don't know. I just think that most people that are speaking out are just telling their truth. And it's very believable when you see you even when you just see Sean and how he moves, Diddy, how he moves and shakes, even in the video right before he goes to jail. Like, people were saying that allegedly this man was shooting this video or having this videographer to follow him because he was just sure he was not going to jail, and that if he went to jail, he wouldn't be there long. He would bond out and he would move on with life and fight his case on the outside. And it just didn't happen. It didn't end up that way for him. Yes, Puffy would have to give me my cut. Like, I'm coming for mine. But I don't think I would have fought him for my percent in the company. You already gave me this, and you talking about you need to get it back from me. Why? You're steady growing. You're steady building your brand, whether it's the right way or not. You're steady becoming this big mogul. Like, you're setting yourself up for that by getting people out of the way, getting the people out of the way. If the first person, I mean, as soon as Diddy sees that somebody is good at what they do, they're making headway, and they could possibly be bigger than him, he wants them out the way. Get out the way. Welcome, everybody. Hit the like on the way in or the way out. Happy Friday night. It's late live over here. It's late, but we up and we handling it. We handling it. So, I just don't like. I would take him to court, but I here's the thing though about, like, him going to try to get his percent back. Right? he willingly gave it up, like not really willingly. He was hesitant, but he ended up giving it. You, what do you do? All right, y'all. Sorry. Let me get back where I was. Not my daughter, it's my husband. Oh, okay. So back to Kirk and his piece in the business. Let me start right there, and I apologize, y'all, so much. I do apologize. So my thing was, I was saying that maybe I would go after him for my percentage back in the company. But here's the problem: even though he didn't want to give it back, he was like basically saying that Diddy was like, "You gonna give it back? Like I need that back. Run me that back, and I'm gonna give it back to you when I get ready." And so he was like, okay, so he just like he was invested in this company because this is his livelihood. This is how he was making money, but he helped build it, right? And so he pretty much was forced. So, but if you go into the court to say I want to sue him to get my percentage back and everything that he owes me, the question becomes, well, why did he even end up back with it? And then you have to say, well, I gave it back because he said he would give it back to me. So you would have to find a really good way or strategy to sue somebody to get that back. Diddy just he kills me. He's like, whenever he finds out he's under investigation or he could be arrested or whatever, he's like, I never did anybody wrong. I'm ready to pay anybody that I owe. I'm ready to pay them. You owe a lot of people. And if you would have just paid him in the first place, you wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't even be here. But he's like, he's ready to pay him. I don't want to. I don't have to owe anybody. I'm ready to pay them. So anyway, I feel like Kirk doesn't have anything to lose. So why would he lie? And he was like his right hand man. So he knows, Kirk knew where the money was coming in and out of, where money was coming and going, right? Kirk knew that. So he's the one, if anybody knew how he handled Big's funeral. But it had to be about Puff making this big deal about Biggie, right? It had to be Puff that says, I'm going to make it bigger than life, bigger than anybody's ever seen it. I'm going to do that. But in the back, behind closed doors, but we gonna charge it back to the state. I ain't paying for that. That's just like him taking him off of the cover of Rolling Stones, that or Vibe, whatever we decided it was. You know, he didn't care. Like, was he didn't care about um he didn't care enough for me, allegedly. This is me. He didn't care enough about him and Big's friendship. Let's forget the business and all that, but the friendship that they had, right? To really just say like, I'ma take this out my pocket, like I owe this to my boy, like I'm take care of this, I got this one. And you becoming this whole billionaire, just like he did Kalina, or Colleen. She needed $5,000. $5,000. I got other things to do right now, I'm doing other things. You couldn't loan her $5,000 and she still had your back. She still had your back. So the next thing is Misa. Puff ain't like, Puff didn't take care of Miss Wallace and he held her son's royalties. So I believe Kirk. You want to know what? And it was alleged that Miss Wallace did not care for Puff at all. And this is what I'm saying about the friendship, right? And the loyalty. You knew his mother was still alive at the time. All those years, you knew, and you didn't take care of her. Like, you didn't look out for her. What kind of friend is that? Like, what happened? Well, if it wasn't about Puff coming up, if it wasn't about him, it was a no-go. But you didn't have enough respect for his mom, for his mother. Hardcore. Hardcore. As I said, what goes around comes around. That was crazy. It's a shame. It's a shame. So then Misa, Puff's baby mama and son, that they share a son with, Justin, is coming out and saying that her and Justin have been, ever since that documentary came out, me and my son Justin have been getting threats. We have been this, we have been that. So let's see what she's saying. All right, here's what she's saying. She's saying, yeah, that's why Puffy was never going to have any good luck, for not helping Biggie's mom. That yeah, that's a big one, but that among a lot of other stuff that he did. You're right. So Misa Hilton breaks silence on harassment she and Justin Combs are allegedly facing following Gene Deal's. Oh, no! We're talking about the documentary. That was her. She was complaining on that too. But let's talk about. All right. Misa Hilton has spoken out about the 50 Cent produced Netflix docuseries Sean Combs The Reckoning, primarily to address the harassment she and her son Justin Combs are facing due to implications and rumors presented in the film and subsequent online discussions. In a social media post, Hilton stated her family is being dragged into something we never asked for, a cruel game built on rumors and agendas. So she noted that the documentary details a past alleged domestic violence incident between her and Sean Combs, and that while she was contacted by producers, she declined to be interviewed about him. Harassment. Hilton expressed heartbreak over the harassment she and her son, Justin Combs, her child with Sean Combs, are enduring as a result of comments made by Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, and information presented in the documentary. Deal's comments implied rumors about Justin's paternity, which Hilton vehemently refuted. Casualties of war. Hilton feels she and her son have been treated as casualties of war in the organic public feud and legal issues surrounding Combs. A director of the Netflix series, um, Alex Stapleton, has since offered to team up with Hilton to help her tell her own story, focusing on her contributions to hip hop and Bad Boy Records, a proposal Hilton is considering. She has made it clear she is not doing interviews about Sean, but is open to sharing her own career journey. Hilton has previously spoken about her own trauma regarding Diddy, describing footage of him assaulting Cassie Ventura as triggering. The documentary briefly covers the alleged domestic violence incident in their past relationship, um, noting that producers reached out to Hilton to comment, but she did not respond. Hilton emphasizes a need for privacy and respect for her family during this time, urging the public to consider the source of information before everything they hear. So there you have it. Um, Let me go back. Oh, that came with it.
Yeah, that's a coat, but
What'd you get you?
Sam.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, Let me see. Yeah, that's why we're never going to have. Okay, that we already said that. Misa's been tripping. Wait, Misa's been trying to fly under the radar. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Um. Anyway, Misa has been trying to fly under the radar. Surprised she came out with anything. I was kind of surprised she showed up at the even at the trial. I feel she wasn't. I feel she was a victim too. Gene Deal addressed Misa. Yeah, she don't appreciate what Gene Deal had to say, so she's not feeling Gene either. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Harlem, what are they doing? They see I'm live. The world. So anyway, what the whole point, the whole premise of this video, this live, is to say that the documentary sparked some feelings about with people. Some were they were glad that it came out. Some are not so happy that it came out, and they have everything negative to say about it when their names are mentioned, if they didn't feel like it was right. But listen, this documentary told the story. It kind of painted the bigger picture it kind of made things clearer for me on a lot of stuff. Um, even with like even with Tupac and Biggie, like what Sean's role was in that. Do I believe it? I just do. It's just my opinion though. Like, but I do. I believe a lot of what was said and what these people experienced in their lives. And then Sean will say in the documentary at some point that yeah, it's tough to work for him, but it's only to make people better. But you never made people better because Cassie never came out with her other albums that she was supposed to. Her job now became freak offs. Like other people that sign with you, if you got mad at them, they're out the door. You're firing them left and right. Like if anybody's going to be better than you, they're out the door. So it's like I need to see, just like they said, that Puff gave back to his community. He gave back, and they're calling him the king. They're calling him the king, and they was like, what has Puff ever done for you? Like, why are we sitting here calling this man a king, and he has never done anything for anybody that didn't benefit him? Right. What are we making better? Why are we calling him the king? Why did he even get the king? Why did he even get the key to the city? Tell me that. Somebody else, somebody else definitely deserved it. I don't know, just my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. It is what it is. I thought there was a video for hers, but I guess not. And then, all right, so Andre, Heavy D, Biggie, Craig Mack, all dead. Mace left him and went to his. Nobody has been successful leaving. Yeah. It's right. Not one person. That's what I'm saying. Who was successful when they were under Puff? Who did he take to next levels? He made a lot of promises, that's for sure. But who came up? Like who got to the next level? Who was a millionaire? Like you don't even have to get to billionaire status. Who did you set up really well to do really good? You couldn't even let he couldn't even let his artists have their shine, their own shine, right? He had to be dancing all up in the videos, getting a bar here and there on the videos. He couldn't even let them have their moment. So don't tell me this is not a selfish person. Because I see it with my own eyes, not somebody else's eyes, my own eyes. Yeah, I mean, from what we see. What did I just do? Okay. He took himself to the. That's it. It's all about self. It was all about him. And he did it. He didn't care. Allegedly, he didn't care who you were. He didn't care as long as and if you get in his way while he's moving and shaking, and you get in his way, you're out of there. You're out of there. Because just like Lil Rod said, Diddy was one of the gatekeepers. He's one of the gatekeepers. So you have to be working for him and dealing with his mess unless there's another gatekeeper that you got to go deal with a mess, because this industry is just full of mess. But he's one of the gatekeepers. And that meant I'm gonna take you as far as I want you to go. And when you hit that peak, you're out of here. He's gonna find some reason to get you out. He's not gonna be accountable for nothing he did. He came with that apology for Cassie. That really even an apology? I don't know what that was. But now we're seeing, when we see behind the scenes, he's wanting to go get people. I don't care if they are out of the country. Get them to post things and say things on social media good about me. So it's all just his strategy. The strategy was, his lawyer said, go make a video and apologize to her. Get on your plane and fly to LA, because you should be here to look good on you. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. So anyway, y'all, that's where we are. That's what I wanted to come and talk about tonight, and to get you guys' opinion on what you guys thought about it. Like you said, Harlem, he just sparked a flame in people. Like, people are, and they're talking about it. They're talking about it. Yet he's sitting in there thinking how he can sue Netflix because we done got to see it all. What I really would have wished for, I wish we could have got from the time he landed in New York. Like, I wanted all of the footage. Got to New York, got to the hotel, to the time. I was hoping that they would show us, there would be footage of him being arrested, like up close and personal than what we got, being arrested when he walked through the door. I was hoping that we would get like some more days with him, because I that's what I really liked about it, was the current stuff that was going on, how we saw him really stressing about what was going to happen and who was doing what, and how he was talking to his lawyers, and he was like, whoa, let me talk, you hear me, this is what we gonna do. Like, he's still the boss, he's still running it. Those are the moments I wanted to see, so we could really see Diddy um, in real time. And we did get a lot. We did. We got to see him in real time behind the scenes, where he wouldn't be if he was out in public, right? Like in the room where he pacing and he's stressing and he's telling his kids, Jesus told me don't do nothing. Y'all better get it together. Somebody better do something, because I was told not to do nothing by Jesus. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go. It's 12:30 on the East Coast, so I know it's late. So anyway, thank y'all for coming and being with us. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for keeping us in the algorithm. I appreciate y'all coming on live this late. Y'all go have a peaceful night's rest, and we'll see y'all on tomorrow. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. Good night, and good night.